It's important for Christians to know the basics of the Christian faith in the same way it's important for somebody who owns a house to know that there's a good foundation. And very often I think Christians, because we're bombarded by the special emphasis that teachers or preachers we know, perhaps even teachers and preachers we watch on television, the special emphasis that they have. And often those emphases are there to distinguish them from foundational things. I think that was perhaps what was happening in the church at Colossae. People were coming along and saying, well, you heard the gospel from this man Epaphras, and he heard it from the Apostle Paul, and that's fine, but there are these things, if you really want to know fullness in your Christian life, these are the things you really need to know. And when the people didn't have the best foundation in place, that would simply lead them astray. And if they did have the foundation in place, it actually would cause cracks in the foundation. So it's not only important for us to know the basics of the Christian gospel and the basics of the Christian life in order to begin well, but it's important for us to go back to those basics again and again and again. I remember reading a book on golf that Jack Nicklaus, the great American golfer, had written, where he said when he was playing on the PGA Tour that every January he would go to the man who had taught him how to play golf, a man called Jack Grout. He would go to the practice area with a club in his hands and he would say to Jack Grout, Mr. Grout, teach me how to play golf. So this was the greatest golfer on the planet, understanding that if I don't have the foundation in place, if I don't have the basics in place, then the rest of the season is likely to lead to disaster. And I think exactly the same thing is true in living the Christian life.